Hello guys, welcome back again to Shinobi Scale channel. In this moment we will show you about Code vs Daemon. But before entering the Shinobi Scale video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Because Shinobi Scale still has many power ranked video for you.
サボってなんかないよ。できないよ。父さんを一人ぼっちになんかに。
Code is an orphan who moves from place to place just to find shelter. Until when he was sleeping soundly in a very shabby place, there was a man in a black robe who tried to approach him. The man is a leader of the Kara organization, that is Jigen or Ishiki, who is looking for a new vessel for him. Then Code used as one of 15 children who are subjected to experiments by Ishiki by implanting the karma seal. Even though Code at that time knew that he was only being used as an experimental subject, the presence of Ishiki in his life made him feel like he had found a parent figure that he had never had before. In the experiment, many children failed and died when the karma seal was implanted. At that time Code became part of a failed child, but interestingly, Code became one of the unsuccessful experimental subjects who managed to survive.
この体勢きつくなってきてよ。そりゃ都合がいいぜ。
As a child, Daemon always followed his parents to trade in several villages. But unfortunately, when he arrived in a village he experienced a tragic incident that resulted in his parents being killed in the war that was going on there. The war that took place there was said to be big enough to make not a few people killed as a result of the war. Daemon, who was young at that time, couldn't do anything and could only surrender to his life. Until finally an attack hit him and made him on the verge of death. At that time Daemon tried his best to survive even though fresh blood continued to flow from his body. Until after the war ended, with the remaining strength Daemon tried to scream for help. Luckily at that time he was found by a man named Amato. But before being rescued, Daemon had breathed his last and died. Before he actually died, the last words that came out of Daemon's mouth were his desire to live. After seeing Daemon dead in front of him, the man named Amato finally took him away from there. Because of his loyalty to Ishiki, Code even dared to sacrifice himself for Ishiki. Even when he was disappointed after not being able to become a vessel for Ishiki, Code still tried to be the most loyal person and remained by his side. Because of his admiration for Ishiki, Code becomes a worshipper of Otsutsuki who thinks Ishiki is his god. In addition, thanks to the loyalty he gave, Code was entered in the inner member of Kara and became the person Ishiki trusted the most to be the guard of the 10 tails. Then just like other Kara members, Code is also one of the people whose body is equipped with ninja technology created by Amato which is useful to support his fighting abilities. With this ninja technology, Code is able to change his hands into large claws that can injure enemies easily. Not only that, Amato's ninja technology is great, making him a cyborg that can regenerate his own body so Code can be said to be someone who has eternal life. Daemon's corpse was eventually brought to a laboratory by Amato. It is known that Amato is a genius scientist who works in the Kara organization which creates various cyborgs. In the laboratory, there is a female cyborg that Amato is working on who is none other than his own daughter. Then to grant Daemon's wish, Amato finally brought him back to life by turning him into a cyborg. Not only did he want to grant Daemon's request, he did this so that he could use Daemon to accompany and protect his daughter later. Modifications made by Amato, making the physical, memory and strength possessed by Daemon is very much different. Even Amato made Daemon's hair look like his daughter's so that Daemon believed that they were siblings and therefore Daemon would take care of his daughter as his older sister. Just like most of the cyborgs that Amato has created, Daemon can also turn his hands into long, poisonous spikes that can kill his enemies by just touching the thorns. With this strength he has, Daemon's defense is stronger and no enemy will dare to try to approach him.
あれは別に僕じゃなくても。リクタの最後の言葉覚えてる？妨害工作があったって言ってたよね。
As previously known that Code has the ability to turn his hands into large claws. The result of his claws allows Code to use his unique ability, namely claw marks. This technique is a teleportation technique like Minato Namikaze's Hiraishin no Jutsu. The difference is that Minato uses a seal jutsu, while Code uses a kind of claw mark that he can place at will. By using this teleportation technique, Code can also bring objects or other people to teleport with him quickly, which is even faster than Minato's. In addition, Code's claw marks are said to be permanent or cannot be removed because great shinobi like Shikamaru and Sasuke who have seen the claw marks can't do anything and can only be alert if Code will come through the claw marks.
しいな。
Although Daemon is described as a little child who has a mischievous nature and doesn't look serious, he has a strange power that can have a serious impact on his opponent. Evidently, when several Boro soldiers ambushed him, Daemon managed to defeat all of the soldiers alone. This can happen because Daemon has a power that makes it able to restore the effects of attacks launched by enemies on theyself. For example, when the enemy is about to slash him with a sword, the slashing effect of the sword will hit the user self without them knowing it. Therefore, no matter how many enemies he fights, his hands will remain clean without the slightest scratch. The effect of this power is even more powerful when the enemy has an extraordinary killing intent. Even though he is the subject of failure, but Code also has karma in the palm of his hand. Uniquely, the color of the karma seal he has is white, which is different from Kawaki, a child who succeeded in experiments who had perfect black karma. In addition to the different colors, the karma seal owned by this code cannot function like a perfect black karma seal because this code's karma cannot be a place of reincarnation for Otsutsuki members. But even so, with the white karma in his body, Code also has god-level abilities like ordinary karma. Even with the white karma seal, Code is able to transform into a complete Otsutsuki by sacrificing Boruto or Kawaki to the Jubi in order to get the chakra fruit. But even though he is said to be the strongest member of Kara, his abilities are unfortunately limited by Ishiki. As is known, Ishiki will usually kill anyone who is stronger than him or poses a threat to him. But because Code is Kara's most loyal member, Ishiki ends up only limiting Code's power with a technology called limiters created by Amato. The existence of these limiters makes Code unable to release its potential power freely. If his abilities are not limited, Code is believed to be able to easily kill Naruto and Sasuke, two of the greatest ninja in the shinobi world. As you know, Daemon is an ordinary little boy who has no power at all. After he became one of the cyborgs created by Amato, Daemon became one of the most powerful cyborgs ever created. One of Daemon's greatest strengths is his ability to use kenjutsu. In particular, Amato created a sword to be used by Daemons to fight. The sword was designed by Amato by combining all the strengths of the legendary swords that have ever existed in the shinobi world. With that ability, he is the only Kenjutsu user who will open a gate that makes him have the power like Hachiman. In addition, by combining the power of his Kenjutsu and counterattack, he becomes the most powerful cyborg who will later control the shinobi world and kill the talented ninjas, including Boruto. That's all from Shinobi Scale channel. Don't forget to stay tuned for the next power ranked video. Thank you for watching this video guys, we will back again with more interesting videos for you.